Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, which is Games on Analysis. And today I'm gonna talk about two games. One, it's Judgment, and the second one is Fire Emblem Three Houses. And so without wasting time, let's begin. So let's talk about the Judgment game first. Judgment as a product. The game is an action adventure game, and by graphics it looks not, I won't say it looks super great and not even super poor. It's in the middle. Although the games that have these kind of graphics I don't like those games that much, but by the looks and the gameplays of Judgment, I was pretty impressed. You are playing as a detective, and you are in Tokyo, in Japan. I'm not sure if you are like exactly in Tokyo though, but you are basically a detective. You are solving cases. You are finding evidence against different gangs and stuff and other criminals. You have to follow the people, and also you have to like duck down or hide behind a car in order to escape the suspiciousness, and that's a unique feature. So yeah, for that reason I like the game. Now let's talk about promotion. For promotion wise, they haven't done anything super big, but I expect E3, the game's gonna be launched after like 3 weeks after 3 weeks after E3. So E3 would be a great platform for them to promote the game. And let's talk about the price. For price, they only have one edition, which is standard edition, which obviously everyone know by now. Standard editions are 59.99, which is, you can say, $60, and that's all for the pricing. They don't have any other editions, they just have one edition. And let's talk about the place. So where can we play it? It's only for PS4 players. Yeah, unfortunately Xbox players and Nintendo, sorry, you are not getting this game. So that's all for the Judgment, and overall the game looks great. I never expected a game like Judgment to impress me at this level. So yeah, the game looks great, and let's see what happens on the points now. So let's talk about the Judgment game first. Judgment as a product. The game is an action adventure game, and by graphics it looks not, I won't say it looks super great and not even super poor. It's in the middle. Although the games that have these kind of graphics I don't like those games that much, but by the looks and the gameplays of Judgment, I was pretty impressed. You are playing as a detective, and you are in Tokyo, in Japan. I'm not sure if you are like exactly in Tokyo though, but you are basically a detective. You are solving cases. You are finding evidence against different gangs and stuff and other criminals. You have to follow the people, and also you have to like duck down or hide behind a car in order to escape the suspiciousness, and that's a unique feature. So yeah, for that reason I like the game. Now let's talk about promotion. For promotion wise, they haven't done anything super big, but I expect E3, the game's gonna be launched after like 3 weeks after 3 weeks after E3. So E3 would be a great platform for them to promote the game. And let's talk about the price. For price, they only have one edition, which is standard edition, which obviously everyone know by now. Standard editions are 25 $59.99, which is, you can say, $60. And that's all for the pricing. They don't have any other editions, they just have one edition. And let's talk about the place. So where can we play it? It's only for PS4 players. Yeah, unfortunately Xbox players and Nintendo, sorry, you are not getting this game. So that's all for the Judgment. And overall, the game looks great. I have never expected a game like Judgment to impress me at this level. So yeah, the game looks great, and let's see what happens on the points now. So let's talk about the Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's a tactical role-play game. Tactical role-play games are basically they have the same concept as a role-play game, RPGs, except in RPGs your main mission is to rank up, to level up. Instead of leveling up in a tactical RPG, your focus is basically on strategies, making different strategies and stuff like that. And so by the looks of this game, it's amazing. It has a really great story. You are as playing a teacher at a school. You are teaching three houses. You have to pick one house and you have to teach the students. And there are actually three houses: Black Eagles, Blue Lions, and Golden Deers. Three houses. The lead students, they are the heirs of royal families, and so basically you're teaching them different type of magics. You're making them perfect to rule their kingdoms. You also teach them how to fight. So there is fighting related, and your students might die during that fight because it's sometimes you are fighting in real, and sometimes it's a practice fight, a training fight. But the training fight would be kind of a realistic. I mean, the stakes in a training fight would be high too. So by the gameplays, it's amazing. It's really great game. So now let's talk about the place. Well, the place, they are launching it on Nintendo, and it's also published by Nintendo. So there are possibilities are less that it would come on any other platform besides Nintendo Switch. And that's all for the place, right? And pricing, they have two copies, standard and the ultimate, which is standard is $59.99 and the ultimate is $99.99. And yeah, sometimes game companies do this thing. They just give you so many content that they don't even give you a deluxe edition. They just jump to $99.99 pricing, and basically they can do it. It depends on what content extra stuff you are getting. Depending on that, they decide either it's a deluxe or an ultimate copy of it. That's all for the pricing. And let's talk about the promotion. For promotion wise, I haven't heard a lot about this game from YouTubers, but IGN did talk about them for a few videos. So that's a really great way to promote. If IGN is promoting, IGN, if you don't know, is basically a news channel for entertainment industry. They talk about movies, songs, and video games, etc., everything that relates to entertainment. But majorly they talk about games. Most of the time you would see one or two games in their videos being mentioned. So having IGN, it's great. The fight is really tough between two games, the Judgment and the Fire Emblem. So now let's see who wins. So that's all. Now let's go to the points. For the product, for product point, I would give point to the Fire Emblem Three Houses. The graphics for this game is a cartoonish graphics. They are not they are cartoonish, not realistic. But one thing they were able to do really great. The reason they are getting the point is because they were able to make me think of buying Nintendo Switch to just play the game, and through their story modes and through their story gameplays and the showcase. So I was looking to buy a Nintendo Switch too, and the reason, just because of this, the point goes to them, because a game that can make your mind to search for another console is a really great game, because they are able to create a new customer for for themselves. For this reason, I'm giving the point for product to the Fire Emblem, because they were able to make me think, or even think about buying another console since I have PS4. For that reason, the 1 point goes to Fire Emblem Three Houses. For pricing, I would give point to Fire Emblem Three Houses again, because they have given a choice to the customers. They have a choice in between a standard and Ultimate Edition, and when you have choice, you pretty much get to like the game, because since Judgment is the only copy, there are less chances that people would even be interested to buy it. For most of the time, they would think that this develops, there isn't anything else we are getting anymore. People like extra stuff in video games, even if it's a unique style of weapon or a shader for the weapons. For an example, if Call of Duty, they launch a game, they gave a DLC, a shader, a color for AK-47, people would like that. But since Judgment is not giving any DLCs and they are having only one copy of the game, and Fire Emblem having two, the point goes to Fire Emblem. For promotion, I will give the point to Fire Emblem, because the way YouTubers are promoting the game, it's really great. Since people are actually thinking about buying Nintendo Switch, like I was thinking about buying a Nintendo Switch. So for that reason, the promotion point is going to Fire Emblem, and yeah, that's all for the promotion. For place point, the point goes to Judgment, since they are launching on PS4 and there is a big audience for PS4 than Nintendo Switch, and that's the only reason why the place point goes to them, and there's not any other special reason for them getting this point. The only reason, they have like a big audience, so they have a big audience to look out for. Yeah, that's all, and I don't think there's any other reason why they should get this point. The conclusion is that Fire Emblem is gonna do a pretty great job with will do and have done a pretty great job with the 4Ps. In order for Judgment to do something really great and make some great profits in numbers, they have to basically either they promote it on a high level, which I don't think would be possible too, because they are not published by Sony itself. On the other hand, the Fire Emblem is published by Nintendo, so on E3 there's a high chance that people would watch Nintendo versus they watch Judgment. So they already have a big audience through their publishers. So promotion ways, they can do a little. They have to work on the promotion, even not greater than Nintendo, but like a little closer to them, not like 10% close, or maybe 30 to 40% near Nintendo. And for what else they can do is either get with Microsoft and launch the game on another console, besides just launching on one platform, because when they have multiple platforms, they can easily they have more customers, they have more audience to share the game with, and more people they can buy, get more money through that. So these are the only two things they can do: promote and have another place for the game, not just one console. Because the games that the companies that have like high reputation, or have a high reputation publishers with them, they can take the risk of launching on one console beside only on one consoles. Besides, Judgment doesn't have a really big publisher with them, so that's why they should the thing they should do is promote on the best level as they can, and have it on another try to have another platform attached to the game. Yep, and that's all for this video. I'll see you next time with a really great topic. It's not going to be on video games, but it's really important thing that I'm going to discuss about. See you later.